Hello, it's me, Mike, with HPDS. In this video, I'll be going through Genesis 36 and reading through and studying Genesis 36. Before I get started, let me go ahead and do the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who is in heaven, hallowed be thy name. May your kingdom come, and may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Please give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debt, as we forgive those in debt to us. And Lord, lead us not into temptation, but instead deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom of power and glory, Lord, forever and ever. Amen. All right, so Genesis 36, I'll go ahead and read into my little notes here. Basically, we're going to see verses 1 through 8 are going to be Esau's 3 wives. We're going to see Esau's side of the family now. So 9 through 19, we'll see Esau's sons. And then from Genesis, from 36 verses 20 through 30, we're gonna go over the children of Seir. And then the last verses, 31 through 43, we'll see the kings of Edom. So this is going to be another one of those chapters where we got a bunch of names, just like chapter 10, just like a few, we got chapters that just go over the genealogy of them. And this is going to go over the genealogy of Esau. So we went over Jacob at the end of the last chapter. We did see that back in chapter 35. Chapter 35 covered a lot of material, and part of that material was a recap of Jacob, who is Israel's children. And now we're going to see his brother Esau, and we'll see his lineage. So let me go ahead and get started on this. I'll read through Genesis 36, and we'll go from there. So now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Bashemath, Ismael's daughter, sister of Nabohath. And Adah bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Reu, and Aholibamah and Aholibamah bare Jehush and Jalam and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of Edomites, in Mount Seir. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Reu, Nahath, and Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau Jeush and Jalam and Korah. These were dukes of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adah. And these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shammah, Duke Mitzah. These are the dukes that come of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Aholibamah, Esau's wife, Duke Jeush, Duke Jeholam, Duke Korah. These are the dukes that came of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes. These are the sons of the Seir of Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Shobal, and Zimeon, and Anah, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishon. These are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Hemam, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shobal were these, Alvan and Manahath, and Ebal, Shepul, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anah. This was that Anah that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon his father. And the children of Anah were these, Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah. And these are the children of Dishon, Hemdan, and Eshban, and Ithran, and Sharon. The children of Ezer are these, Bilhan, and Zaavan, and Akan. The children of Dishon are these, Uz and Aaron. These are the dukes that came of the Horites, Duke Lotan, Duke Shobal, Duke Zibeon, Duke Anah, Duke Dishon, Duke Ezer, Duke Dishon. These are the dukes that came of Hori, among their dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of this city was Dinhaba. And Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah of Botzrah, reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Husham in the land of Temani reigned in his stead. And Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Aven. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his stead. And Samlah died, and Raul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. And Saul died, and Baal-Hanan died, the son of Akbor reigned in his stead. And Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mahatabal, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau, according to their families, after their places, by their names: Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jetheth, Duke Aholibamah, Duke Elah, Duke Pinon, Duke Kenaz, Duke Teman, Duke Mibzar, Duke Magdiel, Duke Aram. These be the dukes of Edom, according to their habitations in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. So this is Genesis 36 in its entirety. So let me go ahead and get back to this. So 36, a real, just a very well kept record of their genealogical lines. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Esau. But hold on. I'm taking a look at pictures to take a look at what I can find on these generations, because this is a huge generation. I don't have any kind of image showing it, so I'm really taking a look to see what I can find, and I think I am finding some pretty good ones. This is Genesis 36, right? Yes, this is 36. So I think I did find something that I will take a look at. But what we're seeing is a huge chart of names, and I did find a picture over here, so I'll go ahead and get into this once I pick this picture up. Here it goes. So let me get in here, and we'll pick up this chart. And so here's a chart over here. This is Esau. So Genesis chapter 36. So thank whoever this is, designed by Peter Huey. And I'll go ahead and show this website, I guess. It seems like I don't know what this is, Beth, but like the generations of Esau, who is Edom. So it seems that this guy, here you go. I'm not entirely sure who this guy is, but he seems to be called considering himself a Jew. But I'll go ahead and just take this picture of his, and I won't necessarily promote or say anything good or bad about this, but you can see there's the website. Anyway, I'm going to X out of that, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this picture again. Get rid of some of these. Here it is. And so here's what we're looking at. And let's go ahead and get back into this. This is a kind of a longer chapter, and it's more of uh, it seems boring on the outset. And so that's why you really got to get into this, because this is the historical aspect. This is records that, keep in mind, they're keeping a lot of generations here. They're keeping real good track of their history. These guys, for without computers, without uh, without the ability to fly, without without cars and vehicles and roads that are well established roads, these guys were they were doing really well. Thanks to the help of God, these guys were really keeping track of their records, and this is exactly what God had. Uh, Basically, this is what He had, brought Abraham into the fold to do. He knew that this was Abraham's job, was to be this kind of a record keeper, and so Moses, he's being told by God, but he probably already had a lot of these records going with him. He was up there on the mountain, and he was probably writing a whole bunch of this down and figuring out their history, because this was really important to these guys, because it did span, they spent over 2,000 years. They spent a lot of time. It goes over a lot of history, and actually it spends more than 2,000 history years, because Genesis does go over from the beginning all the way up to Noah, and that could have been. So I mean, Adam and Eve, those guys, they were living 900 and some years, so it could have been several thousand years. And I haven't done the numbers, but I'm sure people have done the numbers. And that's why some people say the earth is like 6,000 or something like that, 6,000, 7,000 years old, something along those lines, because the numbers work out to that being that long. And quite honestly, that would probably be literally the most accurate number, because these guys are keeping track of their history so well. And that's exactly the whole point. That's what God said He was using these people for, keeping track of the history. So we could see that at a certain point in history, God was running around doing a bunch of things out there, and there was Melchizedek running around, and there's all kinds of stuff going on that is supernatural going on for these guys. And so a lot of people, we might want to say, oh, these guys are stupid little farmers and ranchers. They were still wanderers. They were nomads. They were nomadic tribes. This is how long ago this was. These people were nomadic. And that's what we're reading is these guys are nomadic, and that's how long ago it was. They're so nomadic, they don't have anything established. They're just barely building, making buildings. The few cities that are coming up are real wicked. We saw Sodom and Gomorrah; they were big cities, and they were the kind of the end game for these Babylonians that came down in here. That was kind of their big prize, was Sodom and Gomorrah. And then we saw, God just simply overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah eventually. And He did that, of course, through God and Melchizedek's line. And there was clearly angels running around. There's a lot of activity that was going on that was supernatural in these days. And we do see that when we come to Jesus Christ ultimately tells us, the only sign for a wicked generation is going to be the sign of Jonah. So nowadays we're living under the sign of Jonah. Not like these guys. These guys God was showing them things. God was doing very supernatural things. So under our sign of Jonah, you got to remember what the end of Jonah reads. And I think this is important enough that I'll bring it up. We go into Jonah. Let's go into the book of Jonah. Here you go. Book of Jonah, Jonah 4. That's the last chapter of Jonah we're going to come into here. And it says, and should not I spare Nineveh, that great city wherein are more than 6,000 persons that cannot discern between their right hand and their left hand, and also much cattle. So he's really calling us dumb. I mean, that's what's going on here. He's saying, you guys, and if you got to really read through Jonah, and like I said, I've said in other places, basically what's going on with Jonah is that he was seeing a bunch of supernatural stuff, but no one wanted to believe, or no one else saw it. Like Jonah was the only guy seeing this stuff, and he was told, you got to get out there and you got to preach to these people, and he's all, but why? They're gonna repent. These guys are gonna, and on top of that, he goes out and does it, and sure enough, they repent in sackcloth and ash. That's we're repenting in sackcloth and ash, just in case it makes any sense to anyone who may be watching. That's why we wear the sackcloth and and ash, because we got the sign of Jonah under us, and so we're repenting over here. But he saw all the supernatural stuff, and at the end of it, he's all like, "Why did I have to come all the way out here to Nineveh for this?" And God's telling him, "Well, these people are dumb. Shouldn't I save them? These people don't know what they're doing. It's a sad life for these people. They don't know their right hand from their left hand." And that's exactly what we're living in this day and age as it is. But so let's take a look at it. But these guys, like I said, on the other hand, these guys were keeping track of their records. And I mean, like I said, you can go ahead and take a look. We do have a lot of genealogical records in our day and age, but most people don't even know. And there's all kinds of weird stuff about people trying to check their DNA and so forth like that. Like they're really doing this blood magic type stuff. But anyway, so let's see. These are the generations of Esau, who's Edom. Esau took wives. So first off, like I said, we're gonna go for the first 1 through 8. We're gonna see Esau's 3 wives, and so he took these 3 wives, right? 2 daughters of Canaan, which are Ada and Aholibama, are his 2 wives. So Elon and Aholibama are his 2 wives that are the Hittites. They're from the Canaans, and the daughter, yeah, and Aholibama, yeah. So these two, the Hittite and the Hivite. One's a Hittite, one's a Hivite. And then we've got, then he went, remember, after Jacob left, he saw that his parents, Isaac and Rebekah, weren't so keen on his wives. So he goes to Ishmael's, daughter, he goes to Bashmeth. So those are his 3 wives, Ada, Aholibama, and Bashmeth. And so let's take a look what we find in his records. Here they are, 3 wives. Ada, Aholibama, and Bashmeth. Right? These are his 3 wives, and there's Esau. And we're taking a look at, so he's got these kids, and they've got these kids, and she's got these kids. So let's take a look and reaffirm that. Ada Bear, yep, so we're going to go over their names. Ada Bear, so Ada is talking about Esau, Eliphaz, and Bashmath Bear Reu. So Ada Bear Esau, Eliphaz, and Bashmath Bear Reu. And so look at how it's kind of weird. In Aholibama Bear Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And so let's see. So it says Esau, Ada bare to Esau, Eliphaz, and Bashmath bare Reu. So let's take a look at this again. And what are we reading? Esau, Ada bare Esau, Eliphaz. So Eliphaz, so Ada bare Eliphaz. So that's her one son that she gave him. And then over here we see Bashmath had Reuel, right? So Reuel came from him, from Bashmath, right? So that's the second one, Reuel. And then verses 5 says, Aholibama bare Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. So this wife had 3 kids with him. These are the sons. Okay, so he's got 3, and then 1, 4, and 5. So he's got 5 kids. So let's take a look and verify that again. That's what we're seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this guy's chart over here. So that's what he's got. These 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then we go into verse 6. What is verse 6 talking about? Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons, and he takes all his stuff into the land, and he goes uh, into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. And for their riches, so you can see that him and his brother, now that they're in the land of Canaan, these two guys are really rich thanks to God. God has made these two guys really rich, and they're basically so rich they got so much stuff they gotta make two different countries because they're inhabiting the land, and they're getting too close to each other, and everything's just getting, that's how it is. God is, they're understanding that God kind of wants us to separate out like that. We're not supposed to be dwelling so close together all the time, is what God is actually showing us. So they go and they kind of go to their separate ways, right? And they're too rich, so they could not bear them. Let's see. So thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. So Esau is Edom. So Esau is Edom, and remember where Edom is. It's right down here to the south. Esau is in this land over here. This is Esau's land, Edom, the kind of southern area, south of this salt sea over here. And so let's see. Now, thus dwelt Esau in the seer. Esau is Edom. That's what he's telling them. Esau is Edom. That's what I'm saying. And let's see. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of Edomites. So now here's Esau's sons. He's got his sons, Eliphaz, Reuel, and then the sons of Eliphaz. So that's what he's saying. Reuel of Bashmath. So here's the sons of Edom. So he talks about his two Hittite ones, right? Eliphaz and Bashmath, or Ada and Bashmath, and their sons Eliphaz and Reuel, respectively. Yeah, it's confusing, all these names. But so now they go over the sons of Eliphaz, and these are Esau's grandsons. And they're Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Canaan. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the son of Edom, Esau's wife. So let's see. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, and she bare Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Edom, Esau's wife, Ada. So these are the sons of Ada. So Elam, Eliphaz, that's what he's saying. So basically, we're going down this line, and we're seeing Eliphaz, and he's got these Teman, Gatam, Omar, Kenaz, Zepho, and then this guy Amalek through the concubine, right? And Esau and Jacob's possessions were too great for them. So that's what he's saying on this one. So those are his sons. And then we're going to go over, and these are the sons of Reuel. So now Reuel, which is the son of Bashmath over here. So Reuel has Nahath and Zerah, Shammah, and Mitzah. These are the son of Bashmath, Esau's wife. So you see we go over here back to this one. So now we're talking about Bashmath. We're talking about Reuel. So he's got Nathan, Zerah, Shammah, and Mitzah, right? So Natha, Zerah, Shammah, and Mitzah. And this one, it looks like it. Let's see. Looks like it says Nathan, but Natha. So either way, that's what that reads. And so we're getting some more sons. And so this is, let's see, verifying all this is correct. And we say all these were the sons of Oholibama. And these are the sons of Oholibama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. So now here's the wife that had 3 sons. So this wife's got 3 sons. And these were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau. Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. And these are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Ada. So these are getting kind of, it goes to, these are the sons of Oholibama. So Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. And these are the dukes, the sons of Eliphaz, which is So let's go back and verify what he's talking about over here. So Holibama really just talks about these three kids, Jehush, Jalam, and Korah, right? Jehush, Jalam, and Korah. And then it talks about the chiefs of Edom, right? So this map goes into these are the dukes is what he's calling them. T-Men, Gatam, Omar, Zepho. That's what these guys are right here, the chiefs of Edom. In this picture, it calls them the chiefs of Edom. In this translation, it calls them dukes of Esau. So these are basically the sons of Eliphaz. So you can see them. You got Duke Taman, which is right here in the same. If you see that, Duke Omar. Let me read it. It's getting up here. Duke Omar, Duke Zepho. These are these guys. Omar, Zepho, Duke Kinez. So he basically made these sons over here dukes because they were the son of his firstborn, Eliphaz. Eliphaz is his firstborn over here. So that wife, Ada's, had his firstborn. So they were all the dukes. And then these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son. So now we're talking about the other son over here is what this picture goes into. Reuel, Nathan, Zerah, Shamna, Mitzah, right? So Nathan, Zerah, Shammah, Mitzah, right? So he made all the dukes. All these people are the princes. They're dukes. Let's see, they're chiefs. Is what other ones. They're basically the princes, chiefs, the little kings, the local, magistrates, whatever you want to call them. This one's calling them duke. And these are the sons of Aholibama, Esau's wife, Duke Jeush. So even Aholibama, which is Esau's wife. Let's see, Aholibama. That's Aholibama, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah, right? So Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. So he made them all dukes, and these are their dukes. And then these are the sons of the Horite, the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabit the land. So now these are people that inhabited the land. They're the Horites. So these are not Esau's. So this is going to see 20 through 30. We're going to call them the children of Seir. And so what is Seir? Let's take a look. If I got a map on hand that shows Seir, because it's this mountain that's down there. And I think I have put him away. So let me see. This one might show it. No, this one doesn't really show it. So maybe, let's see, what map shows it. I know I've got, let's see, this one? No, but the mountain is down here, Mount Seir. And I know I've got a map that, one of these maps shows it. Mount Seir, nope. Come on, map. I can't remember which one it is. Edomites, but it's down here in Edom's territory. It's somewhere, it's down there in that area, and that's exactly what's kind of trying to show, because that's where Edom or Esau is actually living at that time. Alparan. One of these maps has it. One of these maps has it, but I don't know which one it is. So anyway, the point of the matter is these are a different line of them, and I'm gonna go ahead and just read through them and see what this guy's got. The children of Seir. I'm not gonna read through it to find out, but he's got all these kids. Timnah, and look at this is Timnah apparently is the concubine, so that's his daughter. So that you can see how he takes the daughter of the Seir people. One of these sons, Eliphaz, takes one of these guys' daughter for his concubine and has Amalek. So this is kind of also, they're kind of relating themselves in there. Kind of something similar to what we saw in, when we saw Dinah. That's what they were trying to do. So back in chapter 34, when we saw that Dinah was defiled, this is kind of what those people were doing to Jacob's people, but Jacob killed them all. And over here we're seeing that clearly Esau actually took one. One of his sons actually took off with one of the, made a concubine, and he's got a family. She shares this. Amalek shares uh, in the kingdom. He's on the dukes and so forth. So over here, see him. He's one of the chiefs, Amalek. So these people successfully did what the people of Shemite, the Shechem, did not do, because the people of Shechem got killed. But these guys, however, apparently, that's why we're seeing their whole family line. We've got Lotan, Shobal, Zibion, Anna, and they got all these kids, and these are all the kids. And so I'm just gonna go over here from 20 to 30. Realize that verses 20 through 30 are all these sons: Dishon, the dukes of the Horites, Dishon and Ezer and Dishon, the children of Lotan, or Hori and Heman. And let's take and verify. Lotan was Hori and Heman. So Lotan, we're looking for Lotan, Hori and Heman. You see that? It's just going over these children. Shobal were these, Alvin, Manahat, Eba. So that's what this one is going through. Shobal, Alvin, Manahat, Eba, Shepho. So this guy did the great job of listing them out, but that's all this is really going on from 20 through 30. We got all these special names, and these are all, and we keep on. Something like this is always very helpful, because we're gonna use this map in the future whenever I come across any of these names, any of these people in Edom, because now what God has established here, and what the people of Jacob's time and Esau's time would have known, and now this is coming up into Noah's time. So Noah would have been keeping the final records, basically the aftermath of what Jacob and Abraham and Isaac accomplished through God in the keeping of their lineage, their history, mind you. So this is all historical records kept by people that had no cars, that had no supermarkets, they had no plastics, they had no gasoline, they had no sewing machines. They had to do a lot of things by hand. They were living from the earth, off the earth. They were living in the nature, in the elements of nature. They were living with a lot of faith in God, and they were living in a very hard life. Like I said, this is basically these guys we've seen, like I've mentioned in other videos, these guys were nothing like Jesus Christ. These guys were, in today's standards, they would be living a heathen life now that Jesus has come across. Jesus has come. Jesus has told us how to live. Jesus is telling us how to live. Jesus is alive, and he's saying, we're not supposed to live like this. This is a very dangerous, violent world. This is a life this is what it looks like when God is not everywhere. It's a very scary life. And these guys were basically the best of the crop. And we're seeing how bad they were. Simeon and Levi just straight up killed the whole city just for defiling their sister, basically. And you keep in mind, it's mostly because in that day and age, they recognized how valuable a pretty woman was. So they were really upset that, look, they had to make up their money somehow. So they killed all the men, and they took all the goods, and they basically plundered Shechem. And they were saying, basically, we needed to plunder this little town because these guys weren't rich enough. That's what they were really that's what they were really upset about, is that these guys weren't rich enough for their sister. Because these guys were rich. Jacob came out of Haran very rich. He just knew what he was doing. God was with him. God was taking care of him. God was showing him how to do things. But these guys weren't the greatest people, is what I'm getting at. And the fact that they kept this records at all is literally a miracle, an absolute miracle. And God was there doing it for them. So those are the people of Seir. That basically that's what happened was Timnah became a concubine of Eliphaz, which is the oldest. So Eliphaz was basically the eldest duke. He was the firstborn of Esau, and he took for himself a concubine from these children of Seir. And that means these people shared in these people's heritage and these people's inheritance, not just heritage, but inheritance. So that's Genesis, that's 36, that's 20 through 30, the children of Seir. And then we're going to go from 31 through 43. And these are the kings of Edoms. And so now this is getting into a different kind of story. This is talking about a different kind of lineage. This lineage is the kings that reigned in the land before any king over the children of Israel. So this is in those days. These are the people that were, like I said, that were calling themselves kings in the world of God. Remember, these are the people calling themselves kings. And let's see, there's Bela, the son of Beor, reigned, and he's got a city named Dinhabah. And Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah, reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Husham of the land reigned, and Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Badon, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his stead. And Samlah died, and so we're seeing, I'm just going to go ahead, so it's showing that all these people died. It's keeping really good track. The kings of Edom. Let's see what we're seeing, his picture. This is kind of a funny picture. Bela, son of Beor, Jobab, and it's showing his death. Basra, Hasham, from the land of the Temites. Hadad, son of Bedad, who attacked Midian in the field of Moab. That's what we're just getting at. Then Samlah, from Razrikah. That's the last name I think I read. Then Shaul, from Rehoboth on the river. And then we have Baal Hanan, son of Akbor. And Hadad, husband of Mahaftapol. And so these are the names. Let's see, Hadad. Let's get into the kind of the bottom. Hadad. Let's see, Akbor and Saul died, and was Paul right here. And Hadar is what he calls him over here. And his wife's name was Mahatabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. These are the names of the dukes of Esau that came according to their families after their places by their names: Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jehathath, Duke Aholibama, Duke Elah, Duke Pinion, Duke Kenaz, Duke Teman, Duke Magdiel, Duke Iram. These are the dukes of Edom according to their habitations in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. And then once again, it just goes over the chiefs of Esau. And it's basically the same. I think it's the same kind of chart from up here. Right? Teman. Well, this is Timnah. Alva. So I guess these are different names. Jeheteth, the chiefs, the father. Jetheth, Aholibama. So he's got also people that were chiefs. Let's see, what was this one? The dukes that came of Esau according to their families. These are just dukes. These are the names. So that's basically Genesis 43. Basically these charts really help out, because this one is just it's a big genealogical record. Just keeps track of a lot of people that lived in the land. And so these guys were doing their due diligence alongside, God was really helping them out. And they were going out and taking a look at the world and keeping track of these names, and they realized that that's what they were going to do. And remember, the whole time they're also Jacob, Israel now is keeping keeping up with that covenant of circumcision as well. So that's basically kind of what they're studying. This is what they're learning. These guys are growing up learning the names of the chieftains and the names of the family lines, and learning where they live and how to get there, and how long it takes to get to over here, how long it takes to get to over there, and so forth. And all while they're also keeping track of their flocks, and occasionally doing some farming, it looks like. But that's what's really going on here. So I will go ahead and end this video, and I'll go ahead and just say if you're watching this, go ahead and please like the video, subscribe to the channel for Bible studies is what this channel is for. Just going over the Bible chapter by chapter, studying it. And so God bless you, whoever may be watching this. And I pray that we all bless Jesus Christ, and may Jesus Christ bless all of us. Amen.